Okay, so today we're going to talk about circumference. Circumference is the distance around the circle or its perimeter. So the distance around this circle is the circumference. A circle can have either their radius given or its diameter. A radius only goes halfway across, a diameter goes all the way across. So another thing you can think about is this. You have a radius here and you have a radius here. So two radius make up a diameter. The next thing we're going to look at is this. Pi is defined as the circumference divided by the diameter. So the circumference divided by the diameter will give you pi. Pi is always equal to 3.14. Okay? So we know that pi is equal to 3.14. D stands for diameter. R stands for radius. There are two formulas that you can use when you're looking to find the circumference. You can use C equals pi d, so 3.14 times your diameter. And if you have that, let's work a problem that looks like this. Let's say I have a circle, and they give me the diameter. Let's say that our diameter is 10. I'm going to write the formula, C equals pi d. I'm going to fill in what I know. I know that pi is equal to 3.14. D is my diameter, so it's 10. I'm going to multiply the two. When I multiply the two, I get 31.4 as my answer. You only use this formula if they give you the distance all the way across. Now, let's look at the second formula. The second formula says C equals 2 pi r. Remember, it takes two radiuses to make up in a diameter. So let's say I have a circle, and they only give me a radius. And let's say, for instance, that our radius is 4. I'm going to use the formula C equals 2 pi r. And I'm going to fill in what I know. I'm going to bring down my 2. I know that pi is equal to 3.14. And I know that my radius in this case is going to be 4. We're going to multiply all three numbers. When I multiply all three, I know this is going to be 6.28. So I'm going to take 6.28 and multiply it by 4. You may use a calculator or you may do it longhand. I'm going to go longhand and do mine. So I end up with 25.12. So C is equal to 25.12. Let's try a few more practice problems. Okay, let's say that I have a circle and they give me a radius of 2. The formula that I'm going to use is going to be C equals 2 pi r. Again, you fill in what you know. 2 times 3.14 times 2. This is 6.28 times 2. When I multiply all the way out, I get 12.56 as my answer. Now, in some cases, they may actually give you the circumference. If they give you the circumference, let's say our circumference is 45. We're going to work it backwards. So C equals, and let's say I need to find the radius. I'm going to write C equals 2 pi r. Fill in what I know. I know the circumference is 45. I know that pi is equal to 3.14, and I am looking for my radius. So I'm going to bring down my 45. I multiply 2 times 3.14, which gives me 6.28, and I keep the R because that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to divide both sides by 6.28. These cancel, leaving me with R. 45 divided by 6.28. You may use your calculator. When you divide those two, you get a really long decimal. It's like 7.165605, and it keeps going. We're going to round it to the nearest tenth. If we're rounding to the nearest tenth, our answer is going to be 7.2. That would be the radius. My radius for that circle would be 7.2. Now, let's say that I have a circle and they give me the circumference of 66. And now I am looking for the diameter. I'm going to use the formula C equals pi d. I'm going to fill in what I know. I know the circumference is 66. Now, pi is usually expressed as 3.14, or it can be used as a fraction of 22 over 7. So in this case, I'm going to use the fraction. It's equal to 22 over 7, and I'm looking for the diameter. So to get d by itself, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Again, the reciprocal is just the flip, so 7 over 22. If I multiply one side by it, I have to multiply the other side. So this is going to be multiplied by 7 over 22. These are going to cancel, leaving me with d. So when I multiply this side, I have 7 over 22 times 66 over 1. Well, 11 can go into both of those. 22 divided by 11 is 2. 66 divided by 11 is 6. Multiply top times top, I get 42 over 2. And when I divide 42 over 2, I get 21. So my diameter for that circle would be 21. This is a short, I guess, explanation on how to find circumference. Hopefully this will help you. If you have any problems, have your mom text me, or you can, and we'll hopefully get through it.